Hi guys, today I will be showing you how to make this cute little 3D pig, and you'll need 50 single rubber bands in total. You can make it on a monster tail or a loom in any configuration using 8 pegs. This is the first time I've recorded a tutorial using my iPad, and I was able to do that by using the new Balkan portable tablet stand. So let's get started. Let's make the legs, and we're going to make 4 of them same way. We're taking 3 single bands coming from the first to the second peg, and we'll do that 4 times. Just anywhere on your loom from the first to the second peg. With 3 single bands, so those are the front legs and these are the back legs, and we'll cap it off with 2 single bands and we'll loop it 3 times and repeat for the other 3. Go under the cap band, grab the bottom 3 bands and loop up and over, and it's very tight, just gently loop it up and over and loop it back onto itself. Let's take the end, the cap bands off of each peg. Take it off the loom, and we can set it aside to add to our body later. It won't come apart, so just go ahead and put it aside, taking it off your hook. Your 4 legs are done, and now we'll do the snout, taking 2 single bands, stretch it, twist, double, and we'll loop it from one peg to the other like that. Now taking 2 single bands, and we're going to cap it once again 3 times by looping it 3 times on your peg. Go under the cap bands, grab those bands at the bottom and loop it up and over onto itself. Now this is a little different. We're taking 6 single rubber bands, 2, 4, 6. And I'm going to put my hook through the first peg, grab the 6 bands, and pull it through like that, and put the other side onto my hook. So the 6 loops or 12 loops are on my hook. And let's take the snout off of the loom, and we can adjust it later so it looks right. And what we are going to do now is we're going to add these 6 bands onto these 6 pegs. So I'm taking 2 loops and putting it on the 6 pegs, so each peg should have 2 loops on it. Just go around your loom, and the snout can be in the center, anywhere. It's kind of tight, just pull it very carefully off of your hook. And looping it right onto those 6 pegs. So that's what it should look like. Push them down. Now taking 6 single bands, and we're going to create the hexagon shape. Go around your loom. Go under, grab the bottom 2 bands, and loop up and over to the center. And if you feel like your rubber bands are going to pop off, just hold it down with your finger. Go around your loom. Pulling up and over. Push them down. Now we want to move some bands on these 3 pegs to cover these 3. So we're working a total of 8 pegs. So first I'm going to move the center one all the way across to the 4th center peg. And I'm going to move this one and hold it because I want to move the other one. See, this one will create a hole in our neck. So I'm moving this one, pulling it across, and that band is attached to this peg here. So we'll put this side back onto the 2nd right peg, and we'll do the same for this one. So these 2 pegs have 1 band each. Taking a band off of the 3rd left peg, I see that the other end is already here, so I'm going to move that all the way across. And now we're ready to loop the next set. So we have a single band there, 2 there, single there. Now I'm going to do the eyes. I'm taking a single black band and looping it 4 times on my hook. That's one eye. We'll do the 2nd eye. Again, taking a single band and looping it 4 times on my hook. Now taking a single pink band, and I'm getting those eyes right onto the single band, and we'll loop it from the 1st center peg to the right 1st peg. And repeat for the other eye, taking a single band and pulling the black bands onto the single pink, and we'll loop it right there. From the center 1st to the left 1st peg. And for the rest, we'll cover the 8 pegs now with a single band. Just go around your loom from one peg to the other. Going to repeat the same process. Go under, grab the bottom 2 bands, loop up and over, and this one has a single band at the bottom. Pull that up and over to the center, and you should always have 2 bands left on each peg. Go around your loom, grabbing the bottom bands, whether it's 1 or 2, and looping it up and over to the center. Push it down. That was row number 3. Now row number 4, we're going to add the legs. And before we add the legs, we're going to loop the bands up and over for each peg for row number 4. So go ahead and get your single band, all 8 of them, on your loom around your little pig. Loop up and over. Along with the legs, we're going to add the ears. So that's row number 4. And I'm taking my legs, getting the loops onto my hook. There should be 6 of them. And we'll put the legs on these 2 pegs. So the 3rd left peg, grab those loops off and pull your legs onto those loops and push it in and put the loops back on to that peg. Repeat for this side. Take your legs, put your hook through the loops, pull those 2 rubber bands off of that 3rd peg on the right, pull the legs on and push it down and put the loops back on to your the 3rd peg on the right. And we'll add the ears. The ears will be added on this peg and this peg. We'll make the ears and we'll make it simple. We're taking 2 bands, one at a time. We'll loop it 4 times on a hook, like that. Another one, same thing, taking a single band, looping it 4 times on a hook, taking a single band, and we're going to pull those 4 loops onto our single band. We'll do it for the second one. Spread it out and put the loops onto your hook, like that, and we'll attach it on this 2 bands. So take it off the right first peg, put the ears on to those loops and put it back onto that peg. Our ear is on. Now let's do the other one, same process. Looping a single band 4 times on your hook. And get it on a single band. Put it on your hook, spread out your ears, and attaching it onto the 2 loops on the first left peg and reattaching it. And the ear should be pushed up towards the top of our loom. Now let's do row number 5, and it's just done the normal way, taking a single band and going around your loom and looping up and over. We'll do 5 and 6 the same way, and we'll add a second set of legs on row number 6 after we looped it up. So I'm going to fast forward because it's repetitive. This is row number 6 for me, and you should be on row number 6, looping the last 2 bands up and over, leaving 2 loops on each peg, push it down, and we're going to add the legs on the 3rd pegs on both sides. So taking your legs, put your hook through the 6 loops, pull these 2 loops off of the 3rd peg on either side. I'm doing my left one first. Push it downwards, and then putting the loops back onto my peg. Repeat for the right side. That. And let's do our last row, row number 7, same thing, taking a single band, covering all 8 pegs and looping up and over. Push it down. That was row number 7, our last one. And now I'm just going to go with my hook and I'm going to grab all my loops going counterclockwise. There should be 2 loops per peg, getting them all on my hook, going around my loom in that order. And that's what you should have for your pig, and you can pull him off the loom. You can stuff him with 2 cotton balls if you want him a little fluffy, it's up to you, or you can stuff him with old bands, and I'm going to stuff him with these unusable bands that I bought, non-Rainbow Loom brand, so I'm just going to push it right into that opening. Stuff a little bit more. And you want to use the same color bands, otherwise you can kind of see through it. And now let's take a single band, we're going to tie them off. Get the loop onto your hook, and we're going to pull all those loops that we have onto that single band. And the single band is our slip knot band and also his tail. So I have all the loops onto the single band, and I'm going to slip one through the other to tie it off like that. So there's our little piggy, and let's tie the tail off. I'm just going to twist it once around my fingertip and putting my hook right under and getting the loop right onto my hook and pulling it through to tie it off. So there's this little tail. And if it's too down for you, you can go in the center and pull it through so it points up like that. You fix his snout how you want. So there's your little piggy. I hope you like him. Thanks for watching.